Good morning, Disney.
Good morning,
We're
E2.
here.
Good morning to you. That rhymes. Welcome back to us. Welcome back to you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we're here. I'm glad everyone's everywhere. So we have Good Morning Disney Monday through Friday, 9:15 our time, other 15s other places, except for when life gets in the way. It's been getting in the way lately, but it's all been good.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? Yeah.
I mean, no, it's been good. We just haven't
busy.
been able to do this.
We tell you guys very clearly, we go live whenever we can. Sometimes we can't work in life, and it's been all good. Look at that big, beautiful smile. But I'm glad we're back. Inauguration Day 2021. If you're watching this on the replay, what are we, 2 hours away from a new president in the United States? Whether you voted for him or not, it's an exciting time. I love American history. And so we're not talking politics today. We're just talking, it's going to be rainy here. And I'm working from home, so I'm going to look out onto the rain and I'm going to see the pageantry of the inauguration, and I'm kind of going to enjoy it. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
does that make me an old nerdy guy?
No matter who's coming into office, the ceremony is, it's historic.
Yeah, absolutely,
so
absolutely.
We're definitely watching.
So let's say hi to everybody in chat. We've got some news today that I'm pretty excited about. Lots of Disney news. There always is. There's a rare day where nothing new happens, but today is not one of those. And the main news is something I'm very excited about. But first, let's say hi to you in chat who's here live. If you're on the replay, I'm talking to people who are here live in chat, saying hello to Keith, BDF, who's in the house, Bloom and Cheese in the house. What's going on? Misty Harris, welcome in. So glad to see your name in the chat. If I missed a bunch of people, I see it scrolling. Welcome in, everybody. Katrina, I never want to miss anybody, but I'm sure I do. Jay Skywalker, who still has a better last name than me. Yes, I agree. Right?
Good morning. Welcome all.
Dun, 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 dun. We need an opening theme, and no opening theme is better than the Muppet Show tonight. Rob Buzz in the house. What's going on, my man? Mar in Memphis. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. I hit the like before I came into chat. Well, thank you. That was very sweet of you. Have you heard the news?
I'm
asking you, lady.
Which kind? I mean, there's been a lot of news.
The Muppet Show is coming.
Oh, yeah.
To Disney Plus in February. Why won't it get
The
pretty?
Muppets are on their way.
Dun, 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 dun. I love these guys. Good news for the Muppet enthusiasts from Variety.com, but it's everywhere. All places that can write blog posts have this information. Today, all 5 seasons of the Muppet Show. This is the original now. This is late 70s, early 80s. So for some of you youngins,
so the ones we watched, it's coming to...
Yes.
I see. Okay.
I got into it at the very end. So I would have been in 80. I would have been 10 years old. Yeah. I'm 51. You don't have to do math. T. Marie's place in the house, just making some Mickey earrings. Nice. I love it.
Fun.
E2 does rock things, Rob. So does Rob. Rob rocks. Rob Rock should be the show name. That's awesome.
Rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, she's going to love the Muppet Show. The new incarnations of the Muppet Show have left me wanting more, but we're going to talk about the originals because they're coming 5 full seasons.
Bless you.
60 hours worth of content, 120 half-hour episodes. Yes, please. Created by the legendary Jim Henson. The original Muppet Show was a variety half-hour featuring Kermit the Frog as the showrunner. Actually, little trivia. He was a bit character in the first couple in the pilots. Beyond Kermie, the Muppet Show features Miss Piggy, Fozzie Bear, Gonzo, Swedish Fish, Swedish Chef, my favorite candy, and one of my favorite Muppets, Sam the Eagle.
You love Sam the Eagle too.
I love Sam the Eagle. And Heckler, Statler, and Waldorf, who I did not know I wanted to be when I grow up, but I kind of do now because, someday. Anyway, the show was notable for mixing family-friendly Muppet characters with starry guest hosts that included Steve Martin, Elton John, Liza Minnelli, Alice Cooper, Julie Andrews, Bernadette Peters, Diana Ross, Gladys Knight, Gene Kelly, and Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill from Star Wars. They didn't even mention my favorite one, John Denver.
Oh, yeah.
Country roads.
So, wasn't he
take me
on
home.
More than once?
I don't know.
I think he was on a couple times.
How would I know that? Pearl Manhattan, West Virginia. Pearl Manhattan in house. What's going on? Glad to see you here. Good morning, early from the darkness. You live stream too early. I mean, working stuff. People tell me I stream too early and too late. Well, I have work.
Because we have work in between.
and other things too. Corner Sports, my buddy Tommy in the house. What's going on, my man? So anyway, this is going to be great. This is going to be original. I actually think this will help revive people's love. Francisco in the house, my favorite Dodger fan. People love the Muppets, and I think sometimes people don't know why. Like my daughter, I have 4 daughters. My daughter, Peyton, 19,
Yeah.
Doesn't like the Muppets, but I would say to you, I would submit for truthness. She doesn't have any freaking idea what she's talking about. She's not watched the originals, and it'll be hard to get them to watch them because the guest stars, not anybody they've heard of. Because it was 76, 77, 78, 79, right? So we'll see how that goes.
She's watched The Dark Crystal and liked that. And
the Muppet Show is
Muppet
awesome.
Show, no.
I'm not saying do you like puppet shows. I'm saying do you like the Muppets. I'm not even saying do you like Jim Henson Muppets. I'm saying the Muppet freaking Show is one of the great shows ever.
I like the old guys up in the
Statler and Waldorf.
Yep. I think they're funny.
Argue with me in chat because it's hilarious, right? So let me pull up some of the original shows. I want to talk about. Boy, we got a lot to get to. I don't know if I'm going to get to all this. I got to be honest. I'm going to go to Wikipedia for the show list because look at this. Is crazy. Okay, so let's just find the list. Episodes, hitting the wrong buttons. All right, here we go. So the first episode. What year do you think the first episode hit? The pilot. What do you think? What year do you think?
I have no idea.
1970 freaking 4, people.
74?
1974. That was the year Steve Garvey won the MVP. He also was started in the All-Star game and he wasn't even on the ballot. You are the worst grandma tease ever. So she's got E2 just out of reach of her little milk thing. And that's what happens. Alice Cooper. Listen. Linda. Alice Cooper show was great. Sherry, awesome Sunset Travels in the House. What's going on? I was going to marry Kermit when I saw him sing It Isn't Easy. Well, are you green also? I don't think you're green. Anyway, let's just read about the pilot. Could you quiet down? I'm talking here.
She's not gonna quiet down.
The first Muppet Show pilot. The first Muppet Show pilot starring Mia Farrow. The hosting duties are tended to by a character called Wally. Wait, Wally? Other characters included George the janitor, Mildred Huckster, Troop, Brewster, and Crazy Donald, called Crazy Harry in later episodes. Kermit the Frog has a supporting role.
Oh, wow. Most
of the remaining characters appearing were from previous Jim Henson productions.
No Miss Piggy?
That was January 30th, 1974. We didn't have a second pilot number 2, until March 3rd of 1975. Get this, people. Get this. The Muppet, it was called, what was it called? Can you tell me what it was called? I'll give you $1 million to get it right.
No, I have no idea.
Pilot number 2, The Muppet Show, Sex and Violence.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah. Could you quiet down?
She's not gonna do it.
Second pilot episode of The Muppet Show. Viewers got glimpses of several of the future Muppet stars. Although Kermit does appear, but only briefly. Are you interrupting, Grandpa?
Get used to it, Grandpa.
The backstage boss of the variety show is Nigel, the show's future band leader. Miss Piggy, I know this is right up your alley, Rob, right? Rob Buzz, how did you put it? Yes, the self-proclaimed retro king. Is that how you put it, Rob? I loved it. I was listening to Magic the Mouse radio last night, and I heard the dulcet tones of Rob Buzz come on, and it was a promotion. And I think he puts it as, I think you said, I hope I have this right, the self-proclaimed retro king of Utah. Something like that, and I freaking loved it. I almost texted you right then. I don't know where I was. I don't know what I was doing. Anyway. All right, so let's go back to this. Although Kermit does appear briefly, the back... Shh!
Something to say.
That worked. I can't believe it. Let's do that again. I have to remember that. Although Kermit does appear briefly, the backstage boss of this variety show is Nigel, the show's future band leader. There it is. I was almost waiting for it. I was confused. I know. Miss Piggy makes a brief appearance in a parody of Planet of the Apes. I love that. The pigs with pigs in space. I bet that comes from this. I don't know, but I bet. And the Twilight Zone episode Eye of the Beholder. Meanwhile, personifications, a variety of sins romp around backstage. Could you quiet down? Why don't you put her right next to the microphone?
My arm doesn't work over here. She's heavy.
Feel like I'm actually on the Muppet Show.
Yes. We need
Right?
You're the old crabby guy in the.
Meanwhile, personifications of a variety of sins romp around the backstage, waiting for auditions for the 7 Deadly Sins pageant.
Oh.
It shows the debut of Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem, the Swedish Chef, Sam the Eagle, Statler and Waldorf, rumbling from a living room instead of a theater box. I had no idea these pilots. I've never seen these pilots, or if I have, I don't recall it.
Yeah.
Maybe I have. Maybe I'll see it. And I can't wait. I hope I hope the pilots are on. I thought we had to talk about that. It's pretty amazing. I can't believe we're already at 9:30 local time. Is this a show? Is this an impossible show? Like, are we the dumbest 2 people ever to try to do a show? No. I love you. I love you. They can't see. You got it on the thing. I love you. You want to talk about Disney, or you want to interrupt me? Why are you quiet now? All right, let's get to the next stuff. All right. So I would love to see oh man, a bobblehead or a Muppet. Muppet. I would like a Muppet. I love Muppets. That would make me happy. Listen. Listen.
You have a head that's a good shape for a bobblehead.
I've got a really good shaped head. Listen, we've got more stuff to talk about, and this is going to get harder and harder. You know what? She's going to learn my favorite word here in a minute. Disney gives real life peek inside Star Wars, the Galactic Star Cruiser. We just had another article come out. It wasn't from the Points guy. It's a DVC, or it's not a DVC guy. It's a stop. It's a it's a guy who talks about credit card points, and it's kind of weird. I don't like promoting credit, frankly. Yeah, right. Pearl says, "I'm sorry, Jeff. Were you saying something?" The cute was stealing the show. You guys are awesome. I don't know who you're talking to, but it's clearly not me. Maybe these 2. I never thought they would release the Muppet Show again because of all the rights. And yeah, I know. I don't know what cleared it. I haven't been paying attention to that, but that had been an issue for quite some time, right? But I think with Mr. Henson leaving us and Brian Henson taking up the reins and all those things, I think, come on, it's cash cow. Let's be real. And if you get a whole nother generation loving it, the floodgates open. Ray J in the house. What's going on, Ray J, my man? Glad you're here, Ray J. Sorry about the baby. Listen, we have to have a conversation.
It might be one of those days.
We just need you to quiet down a little bit. You can eat that later. Look at so anyway, the Galactic spaceship thing, whatever. There's more news on that, but we're not going to get to everything because little lunatic here. Did you hear about the former Nickelodeon hotel right down the road from Walt Disney World? I got news for you. If you have a hotel right next to Walt Disney World and you can't stay in business, you probably should get another job.
And it's themed too. It's like a cool one.
Former Nickelodeon hotel. Are you taking her? Because I can't tell what you're doing.
Sure.
Files for bankruptcy despite being minutes from Walt Disney World. Seriously, people in charge of that hotel, maybe trash, man. Maybe, I don't know. Arby's is always hiring. I love Arby's. I'm not making fun. Former Nickelodeon hotel files for bankruptcy. Recently, we have spoken about the $1 billion Evermore Orlando Resort, which is a brand new resort coming right next to Walt Disney World. However, with some hotel businesses seem to be growing and announcing big plans during the pandemic era of tourism, others continue to struggle. Now, to be fair, it's been a rough year for the hotel industry, right? But come on. What if you were going to have a hotel in America and you could put it anywhere? Where would you put it?
Right. In Disney
You might.
World.
It's hard for me to find a better, just from a business standpoint, wanting the place full.
Especially a kid-themed one, like Nickelodeon.
So anyway, we're going to run out of. I sense the show doesn't go all the way to the end today, but let's get through some of the news. Exec pay is a big deal. I like executive directors. From the Orlando Sentinel, and I think you guys, if you follow Disney News, you might have seen this yesterday. I like the business of Disney very much, and so I follow this kind of stuff a lot. Disney's top executives were paid $35 million in 2020 amid COVID-19 layoffs. That's a horrible headline because they actually took a huge cut. Disney's top brass, first-year CEO Bob Chapek and executive chairman Bob Iger were paid $14 million and $21 million respectively. Now, before you freak out and say that's too much, in total compensation last year, as the Disney Plus streaming service took off in popularity, Chapek and Iger will not get paid bonuses for the fiscal 2020 year as the company was hit with major losses when theme parks, movie theaters, and sports shut down. Iger's pay fell 56% from what he was paid when he was paid, $47.5 million in 2019 as the CEO. And let's be real, he took a different role. He took a back seat, and obviously he didn't hit his bonuses because the parks were what the parks were. Starting in April, during the theme park closures, Chapek took a temporary 50% pay cut while Iger went without his entire salary for the rest of the fiscal year. I think that's the better headline. I don't like, I'm sorry. I think people should make money. And I'm not one of those people who attacks high salaries on executives, but they actually took huge cuts and gave back pay. So they should be commended for that. Oh, I got a phone call coming. Can't take it, buddy. I'll call you back later. Chapek's pay, as well as 4 other executives who took temporary 30% pay cuts, had their base salaries fully restored in August. September, Disney disclosed its plan to lay off 28,000 employees in the U.S. alone by the year ends from its parks. We've talked about this quite a bit here on the show. As heartbreaking as it is to take this action, this is the only feasible option we have in light of the prolonged impact of COVID, said Josh D'Amaro at the time. Blah, blah, blah. My point is the big 2 execs and the top people took some pretty big cuts. I heard the lowest the big execs took was 30%, and it looks like people like Chapek and Iger could have made more than double what they're making.
We're gonna go.
Wow.
Downstairs.
Are you?
It's like holding a whirling dervish.
Let me hold it. Hey, Mouse Socks and Mouse, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you here. I would put my hotel on Castaway Cay. Well, if you want to live there, yeah. And if you want to make money, if you want capacity, if you want 80% or more in your hotel the whole time, where would you put it? Across from Walt Disney World.
I mean, yeah, that seems like a prime location. Again, especially for a really fun theme.
Yeah, I mean, part of it, I think, is the Nickelodeon thing. If it was Nickelodeon, you're not going to go to Disney and then tell your kids you're staying at Nickelodeon very often. Now, if your kids are very into it, maybe. But it seems like they niched down a little much for me. Just my 2 cents. I don't know anything about it at all. Just my thoughts. I mean, I don't know. If you went more general and less against the intellectual properties of Disney, not like they're in competition, but you could have done something smarter there, in my never so humble opinion. I can't imagine, says Mar, people thinking they are sort that amount of money. Share the wealth with the guests by lowering the park prices. So I love Disney fans, but they always say that. We don't have the awesomeness that is Disney Plus and the awesomeness that is the parks without the awesomeness that is the executive leadership. If you lowered the prices for everybody to come into the parks, they would be ruined instantly. Have a coupon day, like they say at Jurassic Park, and it doesn't work. So the answer for quality is always to raise the price, and the answer for greatness is always to pay a great executive great money. I know most people don't like when I say that, but it's still truth. We got more Disney news that I'm trying to get. She's calmed down-ish. Not really. She's quieted down. So let's try a little more. You know what? Let's just get to the promo stuff, and we'll end the show a little early. So listen, I am on Polka Dot Podcast. Let's try that again.
Polka Dot.
My mouth almost worked.
Polka
Polka
Dot.
Dot Podcast had me on as their guest. I think it went live a night and a half ago. So it's up now, Polka Dot Podcast. Just type in Polka Dot Podcast wherever you listen to your podcast, and I'm their guest, and it's a lot of fun. Also, Magic Mouse TV has a new show. It's live on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. 12 o'clock noon Eastern Time, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And it's a show. I DJ a show. It's called Disney Duos. It is not a podcast. It is music, and it's me.
It's a good listen. It's fun.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
I mean, you love me, so you
yesterday.
have to say that.
No, I thought it was really good, though. It was fun.
We take a Disney song that you may or may not know, and then we have another song related to the artist, usually the singer, songwriter, sometimes producer, sometimes. So for instance, we started off yesterday, and you can listen to it tomorrow with a song from the Tarzan soundtrack. You could probably guess who it is if you know Tarzan well. And then, hey, Kadani, Sean in the house, what's going on, my buddy? I know, I love Sean too. Why are we yelling about it? Are you silly? Anyway, so we take a song from Disney, and then we play another song, and often we play live versions of songs because I like live music. What? Can Guys, I think this show is coming to an end. So listen. If you're wondering where some of the shows have gone, welcome home the DBC shows. Welcome home the DBC show with me and Kadani Sean, or the Dizzy Pins live show, or some other things. February, or even Creator Talk. It's coming back in February. Taking a little break. Not really. I'm doing some other things, including on Clubhouse. We have a live show tonight on Clubhouse, the Clubhouse app. If you're on, you should check it out. It's 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight. We've only done one so far. The second episode is tonight at, again, 7 p.m. on the Clubhouse app. If you're on the Clubhouse app, check us out. Find us. I'm at Jeff Bates over there, not Dole Dad. They go with real names over there. Although I already think they've changed that, but whatever. So at Jeff Bates over there, and that tonight will be live. It's only a half-hour show for now. It's a pretty neat app. If you don't know the app yet, or you're not on the app yet, you will know it and you will be on it. It is amazing. I guarantee it. Like, it's not I wonder if. This is for sure. And then what else? What else do we want to tell them? Oh, Polka Dot Podcast. Please check them out. And then tomorrow at noon Eastern time. Oh, that is disgusting. Or 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Figure out the other time. I know. A repeat of Disney Duos. If you missed it yesterday, and you probably did because I didn't tell anybody, but it came out okay. I didn't hate it. So, and it'll also be showing on the weekend. I'll be putting that on our website. I'm working on our website too. Point being, some new stuff coming to you. This stuff's still going to continue. Creator Talk live on Sundays. Welcome home the DVC show on Tuesday nights, and Friday nights Disney Pins live. We'll all be returning in February. Does not look like we're going to do the interview show on Sunday nights. I just got too much to do on Sunday. I got to be honest. And there's enough people doing interview shows. I know.
She's like very vocal today.
So you know those people who are out there clipping, hey Dave, what's going on, Space Mountain Dave, my man? You know those people who clip audio and send it to Pete? We need an E2. I don't know how it'd be like Chewbacca noise. All right. I think we should end.
Yes. It's time to go.
Weird show today because E2's nuts. But that's okay. It is what it is. I love you.
She's extra active today.
I'm hungry anyway. So I think we're going to cut it short. Mark said you have a great radio voice. Talking E2? Thanks.
No, you.
You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Have fun storming the castle unless you're really thinking about storming the castle, and then back down, dummy. Leave it alone. All right. That's the new way to do it. I don't know how long that'll last, but it's kind of funny.
Bye.
Sorry about the nuts. Not really. I kind of love it, but I can't imagine it's the best experience on your end. Oh, yeah. If you quiet down right now while we close, we are going to fight. I am hungry. Tonight, Clubhouse app, 7 p.m. my time, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
It's time to go, she says.
Disney Talk. We're going to talk about the Muppets and more. See you tomorrow. Can't imagine why we won't be here. 9:15 my time, 10:15 your time. Polka Dot Podcast. Check it out. And Magic the Mouse TV. Find it on your internet radio stations. It'll be on my website maybe today. Love you all. Have the best day ever. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. See ya. E2, yell at them.
Say bye.
Yell at them.
Say bye.